Hello guys, Setosorcerer here again, and this is the end of the year FAQ video. Yeah! So in this video I plan on answering a lot of the questions that you guys submitted back in that flu sickness video a few weeks ago. Now I went through all the comments, I got as many questions as I could, and I also went to Twitter to ask some questions. So also I do want to point out that tomorrow's video is going to be a New Year's Eve special video. But I want you guys to already start brainstorming ideas on this topic. I want you guys to give me feedback on my channel, stuff I could improve on, and videos you guys would like to see for the next year. Keep that in mind because that's going to be the question I ask for tomorrow. So without further ado, let's begin with this FAQ video. So the first question, which honestly is the biggest one because I see this almost everywhere, and I think it should be the first one to be tackled. And that is, why do I sound like Anthem? No, not that one. Seto, will you ever do a real life video, a webcam video, a meetup, or show your face? So the short answer is most likely no. Now this isn't set in stone and it may change in the future. I even had thoughts at one point to go to Minecon this year, but I do have some reasoning why I haven't really shown myself, and I really never explained it. So I'm going to try my best to explain it in this FAQ video. Now if I do show myself, it'll probably be with a group of friends and it wouldn't be like super public. Now besides that, I'm just going to explain why I haven't shown myself. So I'm just going to say the first one, which is pretty generic. It's kind of cliche or whatever, but it's just I don't feel confident on how I look. Just throughout my whole life pretty much. I stated a few times in many videos that I was the outcast in high school. I had almost no friends. And then even back in middle school, I remember these two girls that pretty much got everyone to hate on me. So something like that, kind of, scarred my mind on how people treat others just on how they look. And it's just something I just never want to deal with, definitely when it came to the internet, because the moment the thing is you have to be confident when it comes to webcams, IRL videos, etc. Because the moment you show yourself, that image is on the internet forever. You can't take it down. People can either admire you or trash on you. They could put your face on like a meme saying, "Oh look, this is the next meme" or whatever. Because people are just easy to judge, or unless they get to know you. Which, like I stated before, if I was ever to show myself, it will probably be with a group of friends that wouldn't disclose any pictures or show, "Oh my god, this is Seto, I'm gonna sell this for like $100 online." And that leads to like the other one is my privacy. Now I have stated before that I kind of like to keep myself private. I like to not really be out in the open, all this famous spotlight stardom type deal. I just like to be very reserved. I just feel a little socially awkward if I was to show myself, because for the people I did hang around with in high school, I just I felt like the outcast within the outcast. Was pretty funny because I just don't know how to really act around people. But when it comes to like online here, like I'm just talking to you guys, you don't see my face or you don't see me doing something, so it omits that fear factor of me saying, "Oh, are people going to be judging or what's going on here?" It's just gonna be me, having a good time. You guys could look through me through my avatar. That's how I normally do it. My avatar from either back in RuneScape or my Minecraft character, I normally base it on how I look. When it comes to these type of games, I will always base my character or on how I look. Minus the flaws, I guess. But for the most part, if you ever want to imagine me, just think of my character. That's the best way to think about it. But like back to that privacy issue, there was a recent tweet I saw that someone was stalking someone's real life Facebook account, and people could go to extreme lengths in finding where you live, your full name, your date of birth, and something like that I just don't want to deal with, because many of you probably don't know this, but a lot of my friends online, and including myself, came from a community called RuneScape. Now, RuneScape is on a whole different level than Minecraft. Like, occasionally I'll get like these Minecraft wannabe trolls that will comment, "Oh, those comments don't even faze me." I came from the RuneScape era. I call it the ghetto of the internet. If you ever want to see how bad the RuneScape people are, just type in RuneScape, go to a RuneScape video, and just look at the comments. It's just horrible. But there are some instances back in RuneScape that people were able to even get the slightest bit of information and stalk that person like crazy. Now, I'm not going to mention one name, but this person is pretty huge now in Minecraft. But he was harassed horribly from this one guy back in RuneScape. I forgot his name, like RuneTube or whatever. Like, this guy just completely harassed him and like almost got him this guy he was harassing to do suicide. That's how bad stuff got. So I know RuneScape is not on the level of Minecraft, and I know that something like that probably wouldn't happen, but that possibility is still there. Once you show yourself online, people really trash on you, and if they get some bit of major information, they could probably stalk you. They could call your real life phone, get your parents' house stuff. It's just a huge mess, and that's something I just never wanted to deal with. Now, another reason why I kind of don't show myself online is because that was never the intent. My intent was to have fun on YouTube. Back when it came to RuneScape, I did RuneScape machinimas, tutorials, guides, etc. And then when I went to Minecraft, I did a similar thing with that. I never wanted to show myself online. Of course, there was a few times I almost gave into peer pressure. Back in RuneScape, I made this channel called IRLscape Seto or something like that. I forgot what channel it was. It was kind of stupid. I was about to upload a video, but then I decided to go against it. And good thing I didn't, because that image would have been on the internet already. People would have found it. And this is back in RuneScape. Who knows? Maybe if they trashed on it too much, I probably wouldn't even be making Minecraft videos for you guys right now. That's that's the risk when you do any type of real life video. But like I said, I just never wanted to be famous or whatever online. If I wanted to, show myself, if my channel was going to be a basis of IRL stuff, I would have done vlogs from the start. I've probably done maybe skits like Smosh or Negahiga, whatever, back in the day. But I just never, wanted to do that. That was never my intent. And I remember talking to my friend Nate, and I asked him, hey, do you know any other person that's like me that never wants to show myself? And he said yes, Etho Labs is another person that doesn't like to show himself online. And Nate told me that there was this one instance that Etho said that I think he gave some very minor information on, I guess, his family's business or something, and someone was able to track him down and actually show a picture of him online or something. So something like that, very tiny, someone was able to find him online. Now, I don't know the guy, I don't know the story behind all that, but like I said, very small information. This is the internet. People could find ways of finding who this person is, type in date of birth, whatever. Now, of course, this is an FAQ video, and I'm going to be answering some questions, but a lot of it's minor stuff. It's not going to be like, so when is your birthday, Seto? How old are you? Or something like that. Something like that I'm not going to answer, but you get the idea here. And I guess the other final reason is sort of... Let's just say that I want someone to like me for me, not for what I do online, or the status I have online, if you want to call it a status. I want someone to like me for myself and not what I do. If that makes any sense, I'm not going to get into too much detail right there, but you could probably hint what I'm trying to get at. But that's pretty much it. There's some other major minor reasons why I don't want to show myself. These are sort of more personal, and I shouldn't really discuss them on online or in this video. But you guys hopefully respect the decision I have on not showing myself online, not doing webcam, etc. I know a lot of people say, that's the new thing now, you have to show yourself online when doing videos. If you don't feel confident, I just don't think it's gonna work. You may show yourself, but if you look like a scared puppy dog, it's not gonna work. So I think that was it. That was, I think, the longest FAQ answer in the history of FAQs. I think that was pretty much the whole video right there. But no, I'm still going to continue here. So let me go through these FAQ questions now that we got the biggest one out of the way. I guess the next one is, what inspired you to do YouTube? So ages ago, like I stated, I used to play a game called RuneScape. A lot of my friends used to play like Deadlocks, KK Comics, and a few others. Basically, we moved from RuneScape to Minecraft once RuneScape started to be poopy. Jagex was just being retarded. But what made me start, video making in general was a guy named Excel. He does, well, I think he retired Minecraft videos officially, but he used to do RuneScape videos and also went to Minecraft as well once we did. But I guess it was just his machinimas that he used to do back in the day that kind of inspired me, saying, wow, you could do this with RuneScape. Let me just, get a recorder and start doing it myself. So I started doing that. Of course, everything on YouTube is for fun. Like, it's always been for fun for me. And once the game started to be unfun, when RuneScape started to become boring, it was just a tedious task to log in. It was just not fun anymore. Jagex was just messing it up. I went to Minecraft because I found that game fun. I found doing Minecraft videos to be fun. Now, I'm going to question what started Minecraft videos, because some people think I just started Minecraft. Some people know that I did come from RuneScape. What inspired me to start doing Minecraft videos was two things. The first one was a video I saw from a former friend of mine that introduced, I guess, the concept of Minecraft. I was like, wow, this is cool. So kind of bought it after playing with, I guess, a illegal version for like 5 minutes. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna buy this game. This game's way too much fun. And I remember playing with like my friend Isaac and my friend Matt Carrera. And when it came to actually jumping to video making, I remember seeing a video from Captain Sparkles. A lot of you should know this. I have mentioned this story many times. The TNT video he did, like the era between the TNT video and the next video I saw was the Labyrinth of Doom. So that was kind of like an iconic moment in my Minecraft memory. Just watching that video and thinking, wow, you could do this with Minecraft? Similar to what I did back in RuneScape when I saw Excel's machinimas. I looked at Captain Sparkle's video saying, wow, you could do this type of music video with Minecraft. I didn't know you could fly. I didn't know about mods at that point. I actually messaged Captain Sparkles on YouTube saying, back in your TNT video, how did you fly? That was cool. I sounded like a complete noob saying that to him. I should have just Googled how to fly in Minecraft. But that's how I started Minecraft, how I started my YouTube channel, etc. Another question a lot of you ask, how did I get my name, Setosorcerer? Okay, so this one is a mixture between Seto Kaiba and I guess magic. Seto Kaiba, okay, so back in the day I had this Yu-Gi-Oh phase. I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh, similar to like what happened with me jumping from RuneScape to Minecraft. Before I jumped to RuneScape, I was playing a game called Yu-Gi-Oh, or watching the show, well, doing both. And I was, playing the card game, etc. And once I think the first ban list came out in like 2005-ish or whatever, and I was very mad. I was like, wow, they're banning all these awesome cards. Now that I actually want to point out that I did get back into Yu-Gi-Oh like this year, and I can understand why they made a ban list. Some cards are just too strong, and it becomes too overpowered in the game, and there needs to be a balance. So now that I know, okay, I see why these cards had to be banned, because for people that do play Yu-Gi-Oh, the last format, E-Dragons just dominated everything. It was not fun to face any of those goddamn dragons. It was just that bad. But back to the story on how I got my name, Setosorcerer. Okay, so Seto is a character from the show. They call him Kaiba, or you could either say Seto Kaiba. And Sorcerer was, I guess, how to describe it. Basically, I made the name Setosorcerer for the game RuneScape when Yu-Gi-Oh was at its last season. I believe it was Dawn of the Duel. God, I can't speak right now. And that was the High Priestess Seto Kaiba, or the ancestor of Seto Kaiba. And he was more magic based, or he was like a high priest. So what I was doing was making my name on RuneScape, And I remember typing in, I believe it was 12 characters or whatever. They needed exactly the amount. So I type in Seto, and I was trying to find some magic name to go with it. And the amount of characters that equaled, I think I want to say 12. I could type in Setosorcerer right now to count the characters, but I believe it's 12. Was the exact limit on RuneScape. So I typed in Setosorcerer and it worked perfectly, and that's how I got the name. Now, I didn't make the YouTube account Setosorcerer until like maybe 4 years later or 3 years later after I started RuneScape. So the next big question is, what was the biggest obstacle you had when you started YouTube? Now, of course, everyone has that obstacle of like, getting your feet wet, making your first video, trying to, build traction on your channel. I have to say the biggest one for me when I first started was probably identifying what exactly I want to do. Back in RuneScape, there was many options. Well, actually, not so many options, but it's hard to explain. Back in RuneScape, there was either you can make a guide, you can make an artisan V, which was a funny one. I have to admit, those were funny. Machinimas. What else was there? There wasn't really many videos, so the route I was taking was more on the guide aspect, and occasionally I would do a machinima every now and then. Because one thing I was very good at was explaining things to people. If you look at some of my older... Actually, I don't think you can. A lot of them are either on private or deleted by now. But I remember uploading a bunch of guides and a bunch of tutorials on how to do certain mini games or certain skills in the game. And that was one thing that I was based my channel around, guides, informing people. So I carried that concept into Minecraft. A lot of you know I do mod reviews, I do tips and tricks, I like to help people out. So I think that was the first obstacle I had when it came to YouTube. Just, finding what exactly I want to do with my channel. And of course, over time, your channel adapts and evolves and changes. When, like for example, me moving from RuneScape to Minecraft can't really, teach you guys how to get 99 woodcutting on Minecraft. Or can I? I'll think about that. So the next question I have here is, what is your favorite YouTube song? And I believe he means like song parodies, because that's probably what he means, the Minecraft song parodies. My favorite one would probably be anything Captain Sparkles, of course, but probably Revenge. I think that was my favorite one, because that was kind of the innovation for a lot of people to do their own parody songs. Definitely with the mouth animation, the eye animation, facial animations in Minecraft became a huge thing after that video. So I have to say Revenge would probably be the number one. Of course, I do like all the ones he has uploaded on his channel. But yeah, if I had to choose just one, Revenge. Okay, so the next question is, what is your favorite minigame? Stealing Creations. Yeah! I'm just kidding. Some people may get that reference, but in all seriousness, my favorite minigame in Minecraft will probably be survival games. Because it's pretty much universally accepted. A lot of people know about it. It's not exclusive to one server. It's pretty much a staple in pretty much every single server. Every server has to have survival games, because that's the one thing people love to play. It's like, oh, let's go on the server, let's just go play survival games. It's kind of like one of the first, I think the first minigame to ever be created in Minecraft was Spleef. I'm pretty sure it was Spleef. But then one of the mainstream minigames that were first created was probably, survival games. And of course, so on and so forth, new minigames, etc. But I believe survival games is probably the number one minigame out there. So the next question is, what is your favorite kind of music? Now, it may sound a little nerdy or stupid or both, I guess. But my favorite type of music is actually video game music and instrumental music. I kind of don't like the vocals unless it's from a game like Live and Learn or something from Sonic SA2 Battle right there. And maybe, it's so-so, because I'm not really a huge anime person, but something like Dragon Ball Z, like if I was to hear the Majin Buu theme or the Cell theme, I was like, oh my god, play this song right now, it was amazing. Oh, actually, the next question is here. Do I watch anime? Well, the thing is, I'm not a huge anime hardcore fanboy, whatever the term is. I don't know what the term is for anime people. The only thing I remember from anime is watching it, like when I was young, like Pokemon, Digimon, etc., and not knowing that it was anime until I got to high school. I was like, oh, so this type of artwork was anime this whole time. I had no idea. But my favorite anime would probably be Dragon Ball Z. I have stated this many times before. It is my favorite. The only one I've been sort of getting into, I mean, I haven't watched it in a while, like maybe 6 months since Naruto. Shippuden, of course, because I already watched all of regular Naruto, and they're on Shippuden. So I think I just answered 2 questions in one go right there. So the next question is, what is your favorite fast food restaurant? Now this one's pretty funny because only a few people will understand this one because it's only in a few states, and sometimes I'll tweet out, what should I have for dinner, and then Ty myself will say Whataburger, and a lot of people are saying, what is that? What is Whataburger? It's only in a few states. But I remember Preston, I'm sorry Preston if you're watching this, but you can't have any now. You're in Washington, you can't get the good stuff anymore. We were making fun of Preston because he couldn't get Whataburger, and then Whataburger themselves, like their official Twitter account, tweeted back at myself and Preston. It was the funniest thing ever. And of course, my second best would probably be Chick-fil-A. I mean, I alternate between the two. It's either Chick-fil-A or Whataburger because, you know, I kind of like both of them. So whichever one's there, I would choose. But if I'm really craving it, I would get Whataburger. So the next question is, am I good with redstone? I am so with redstone. I mean, if you asked me this question like last year, I probably would say yes, I'm very good with it. I just haven't really touched redstone in a long while. The last time I really did anything redstone intensive was back a year ago when I was helping Podcrash with their Predator map. I think I did something every now and then, maybe that doorbell ringing thingy. But for the most part, I know how redstone works, but nowadays they require like command blocks to really implement the usages with redstone. But for the most part, I guess I'm okay with redstone. Just don't ask me to make a computer in Minecraft. So the next question is, do I have Pokemon X or Y? Yeah, I actually do have Pokemon X. Currently I'm trying to catch them all. I know it's pretty funny, you know, gotta catch them all. But seriously, I am. I know that the Pokemon Bank was supposed to come out last week, which it did for like maybe an hour or two, because that's what I'm being told, like only in Japan, and it was then closed because of a lot of traffic going to the eShop, and within that short amount of time, people were able to transfer the Pokemon to Pokemon X and Y. So there are Pokemon that are, you know, already transferred, and these Pokemon are already being distributed in the GTS. And I'm already starting to trade some of these Pokemon so I could really get the data for the Pokedex. Now I do have a lot of Pokemon for my Ruby version that I would love to transfer, but I already gave them to my friend for him to transfer to his Pokemon Bank once Pokemon Bank comes out, and then he'll transfer them to me. So hopefully I could catch them all. I don't think I'm going to have all the newer legendaries from like was a white, diamond and pearl, and I think those were the other two. But yeah, I'm probably going to negotiate a lot of my Jirachis. I have a lot of Jirachis from Ruby. That's going to be my tool to trade a lot of the Pokemon I need. But the next question here is actually another Pokemon related question, and that is, what is your favorite first gen starter Pokemon? Well, my favorite one is Charmander, because Charizard. What else? He's a freaking beast. Love him. And that's kind of the reason why I chose Pokemon X. You know, I think a lot of people either chose Pokemon X for 2 reasons. One, Charizard X, and Xerneas, because it was the fairy type, or it was the only cool looking one of the 2 legendaries. So the next question is, do you play on Dueling Network? And if you do, would you duel me? IGN, Nostalgic, Yugi. Yes and no. I did for a little bit, like when I was first getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! But there was 2 major problems. The first major problem was that I kept on facing E-Dragons. And for people that don't know what E-Dragons is, basically that's the meta deck, the number 1 deck, the tier 1 deck. That if you play that, you're pretty much losing. If you play that against that, you're pretty much dead. You're losing. So for someone like myself that was just getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh, it wasn't a very good experience. It kept on facing that deck, and I just don't know what's going on. They're just spamming the field with these goddamn dragons. And the other reason is human error. A lot of people were just playing it and either playing it too fast that I couldn't keep up, or they were playing it incorrectly. And then I just googled, is there an automatic Yu-Gi-Oh website, and there was one called DevPro. And I looked it up. Now the only difference between DevPro and Dueling Network is that DevPro, you have to download it, install it, and then it downloads all the cards into the computer, or images, etc. So it has to be installed first before you play on it. Dueling Network is similar to like RuneScape. You just go on a browser and just play. But the thing I like about DevPro is that it omits the human error. The programming in that game is precise to the ruling of Yu-Gi-Oh! So if you were to make a mistake, the computer will make sure you suffer for that mistake. Like if you were to play MST and destroy a card, you don't negate it, or whatever. You place if you played Yu-Gi-Oh! You know what I'm talking about. You just, those stupid errors that people make if they're just dueling and don't know what they're doing. So DevPro eliminates that, and plus DevPro is fast. Like if you get on a game, you could just like, oh, okay, I'm going to just set, and the computer will do the calculations for you. You don't have to manually do it. And you could probably go through a few duels per like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. So I find that better than Dueling Network. But if you download Dueling Network, I occasionally may tweet I'm dueling on it, duel me, or I may actually live stream it one time. Also, if you guys know Caveman Films, I told him about DevPro, and maybe we could do like some dual Yu-Gi-Oh commentary, like pretend we're from the show, like I set down 2 face downs and my turn, or something of the sort. Be like complete nerds when it comes to it. But yeah, if you catch me on DevPro, definitely hit me up with a duel. I'll duel you. I will say this though, I do a very mean serving of X-Sabers, Light Swords, and Troll Zodia. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it with the major questions here. Now it's time for the fast lightning round, which is just questions I asked on Twitter, yes or no questions, or if and or questions. So the first one is melee or range. Well, on Minecraft will probably be magic. Just kidding. Melee. Back in RuneScape probably be ranged. Okay, so TV or PC? PC. I never watch TV. Pie or cake? Cake is a lie, so pie. Chocolate pie, probably. Autumn or winter? I like both of them because they're kind of the cooler months. But if I go with one, that'd be winter, because I love it cold for some reason. I don't like it too hot. Sleeping or running? Definitely sleeping. Why would I be running? Chocolate, vanilla, or strawberries? Chocolate. Sonic or Mario? Definitely Sonic. Modded survival or vanilla survival? Vanilla survival. Okay, so the next question, Coke or Pepsi? Coke. Full House or Rugrats? Definitely Rugrats. Pandas or pigs? If I said pigs, Nate would kill me. He'll get so mad, but I'll choose pigs. Pandas! I mean pandas. And lastly but not least, Yoshi or... Wait, no, wait. Yoshi! Or Batman. Okay, there we go. Did it! Those were the questions, the FAQs, everything, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think this video is going on for almost 30 minutes. I could be wrong. God, a lot of FAQs going on here, but I hope you guys, enjoyed. Hope you guys got to know a little bit more about myself, and it'll be amazing if you guys left a like for how long this video took. Oh god. Now, I did say in the very beginning that I'm going to be having a special video for tomorrow, the New Year's Eve, I guess, collab, and have that idea in mind on what you guys would like to see me improve on my video quality for the next year. And I think we're going to end it off here. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.